Welcome to the TrailManners Podcast, number 128. Today is our special Christmas gift guide episode. So if it's your first time listening, then thanks for coming. The TrailManners Podcast is produced every week for your enjoyment, and show notes are found in trailmanners.com. Come back often, and please feel free to add the podcast to your favorite RSS feed or iTunes. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at TrailManners. All links are in the show notes. Now let's get after it. Welcome to episode 128. It's our Christmas gift, the long-anticipated Christmas gift guide show that we do every year, the past few years.
Right.
To help people out there that need a gift, need something, whether it's for a significant other, a friend, a running partner, or you know what? Sometimes you just got to drop a little something on yourself, right?
Oh, yeah, always.
Always, right? So, but this is the time of year to use that excuse. So, as usual, me and Joel have not compared lists.
Nope.
Joel's is folded. Mine's on my laptop, totally secured. And we're just going to go down our lists, and I'm sure there'll be some cross there.
Probably.
There usually is. But we'll go over that. And then at the end of the show, we've got a special little poem we're going to read you, and we're going to have a contest.
Like the night before Christmas type of poem?
It's exactly what it is. It was put on by, given to us by our good friends over at P.U.T.S. They put it together for us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Mr. Jeremy Smith, and it's pretty good. So you have to bear with me when I read it, but you'll get it when we get there. And we are also going to have a contest to give away a entry to a race.
All right.
And we're going to tell you which one later on, so you got to listen a little bit longer.
Okay.
So let's get kicked off. I mean, usually what we do is we kind of break it up into categories. Since we didn't come into this on the same page, maybe we didn't. I don't know. But where did you start your list at? He's hiding it under the table, so I can't sneak a peek.
I went like shoes, socks, shorts, pants, jackets. I went those categories.
Okay, perfect. I went with just apparel flat out, so we can do that. Right. I did shoes. I did miscellaneous.
Yeah.
That's my biggest category. I just put a MISC because I don't know how to spell miscellaneous, so it's just MISC. And then our poem at the end. So why don't you go ahead and kick us off with, let's start with jackets, apparel.
Jackets.
Right? That's usually...
This is a good time of year to get a new jacket.
It's perfect time of year to get a new jacket.
As you know, I have a problem with jackets.
We both have a major problem.
I have too many. So my goal for this coming year is to narrow my jacket choice down to 10. That's a big,
I don't know if I could do that,
undertaking,
dude. I don't know if I could do that.
So that means I need to winnow away some of my kind of rain/wind jackets. Okay. Because I have a lot of those.
Yeah, I do too. Stupid Houdinis and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're easy to buy, right? And you need a couple different colors.
That's the thing is, if you don't come out with color every year, I'm set.
Right.
But you got, hey, check out this sexy color.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
You got me. You had me at hello.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to narrow down some of those to just like have a classic black.
Okay.
Right? Because that kind of goes with most things, right? Yeah. And then maybe another color.
Okay.
Something like that. So that's kind of my goal there. And so the classic black, you can go with like a Houdini, right? You can't go wrong there. It's nice to have something with a hood on it. Like one with a colorway, Arc'teryx makes a really nice like little windbreaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
They do. You can find one here at the Armour Sports Outlet.
Yep, right across the street.
That's where I got my nice green one at. Then when you take your next step up in protection, something that's a little more wireproof, the Salomon Bonatti wireproof jacket.
And me and Joel, we're very serious about wearing protection, right?
Yeah.
When we're running.
Right. When it's raining.
We're advocates of protection.
Yes.
From the elements.
Right.
So you've got the classic Houdini.
Yeah, it's covers a lot of different elements.
Oh yeah, it's what the Houdini for me is the emergency jacket.
Yeah, it is.
It packs up a little bit. You can chuck it somewhere just in case. You don't know for sure if you're gonna need it.
Right.
It's kind of that jacket for me. I like those. I like those picks. I have a couple jackets too.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with my jackets. As far as like heavier duty jackets, I'm kind of digging some of the Salomon ski and snowboard jackets.
Okay.
I've got one or two of those.
Okay.
Those have been nice. The North Face 1996 or 1995 jacket's been really nice. That one is even a little bit more of a step up from the Bonatti waterproof.
Okay.
It's more of like a kind of walking around town type of jacket. I like that one.
So let me ask you this: is there one that you want for Christmas?
No,
or do you have it all?
I've already got
have it all.
Yeah, pretty
right?
much. I've got them all. There's one or two like North Face jackets that I would like to get for snowboarding. Yeah.
But that's kind of your.
But I don't need them because
you've got enough.
I've got enough.
So
that means I'd have to get rid of one.
So that's what I was saying. So at my house for a while, with my two daughters, it's like, hey, if you want a stuffed animal, you have to get rid of one.
Right.
As you bring it in, and that made it really hard. And then it came down to, okay, when you get one, you got to get rid of two now.
Right.
Or if you think about one, you got to just get rid of three. So are you into that line where if you bring one home, you got to kind of kick
pretty
one
much.
to the curb?
I'm gonna have to look at my jacket selections and see where I have stuff that's really overlapping.
Okay.
And then see if I can either get rid of those things and keep something I already have, or get rid of all those things and bring in something new.
Okay. So when you go into your closet for jackets, are they lined up according to weather and how you want? Okay, mine are too. So I've got like on my when you walk into my closet, my far right are my puffies.
Okay, my far left are my big boys.
And you work your way left and you start getting thinner. But I'm solo and I have a walk-in closet. So now the other side of my closet's got my running jackets too.
Gotcha.
So I've really got it separated pretty well. I think that's a good lineup.
Yeah.
So along my lines, I have a couple of my jackets.
Right.
So I'm going to start with post-race jackets, stuff that you want to wear after you run.
Depends on the time of year, right?
Yeah. So and my go-to, and I don't wear it a lot because I don't want to ruin it. That's how I am with my jackets. It's the Patagonia Micro Puff hoodie. Yeah. So I've got that in orange. And I take my dog out here at night, and it gets bitter cold. Right. The warmest jacket, honestly, I've ever had especially at that weight. Yeah. Super light. I cannot believe how warm it is. So that's kind of like that's my go-to. I want to stay snugly warm, but I don't get too hot in it. So if it's not freezing cold, I don't like sweat. Don't get too hot. It breathes really well. And so I'm kind of like you. I'm kind of stuck, but I just did buy a brand new jacket.
Did you?
It's my Christmas gift to myself.
Gotcha.
And the reason I bought it is wintertime, I like to layer, but I hate having a heavy jacket. Yeah. So I got a Peak Mission jacket from Patagonia. Nice. They only have one color, so that was why I waited. Because I'm like, come on, fellas, that's not my shade of blue. It's some type of blue color. Okay. I think they call it Big Sur Blue.
Big Sur Blue.
S-U-R Blue. So Big Sur Blue. And so I'm like, I'm not a huge blue fan. Like any color, I had to go black on this one, but I got the blue, and it's actually pretty. It's aight.
You liking that?
Yeah, but it's so perfect to layer, and you can wear it on super cold days because it's got kind of a nice outer shell. It's super lightweight. It's breathable. It weighs 8 ounces or 8.5 ounces. I think a lot of it depends on your size too. I can't imagine a small and an XL wearing the same, but it's right about 8.5 ounces. So it's a great weight, perfect layered jacket. And then my go-to for years, and if you don't have one of these, this is why this one's out there. If you do not have this jacket, I recommend you getting it because it can take the place of it's like a 3 jacket in one. Right. And that is the Airshed pullover by Patagonia.
Ooh, yeah. That's where I have multiple colors. Yeah. So I'm going to definitely keep that one in my arsenal. I think I got a gray and a blue in that. I think that I'm going to keep.
That's my standard.
I'm going to keep both of them right now. But I am going to pare that down for sure.
If they come out with a color this spring that's a color, like a Boom How Are You color, I'll get it. Right. But right now they have black. They've got that Big Sur Blue, or a color of that, and then they've got like a forest green color. But yeah, that one's 3.7 ounces, so it's not much more than the Houdini as far as weight goes. Right. But I like the breathability a little bit more than the Houdini. It's just been my go-to for the last 1.5 to 2 years, really. Since it first came out, that's been my go-to jacket there. So you want to check that one out. If you haven't tried that one, it's so soft, it's so supple, and it's a pullover, 3/4 zip, or quarter zip. But it's a great jacket. So that's my lineup for jackets. And then I'm going to jump into shirts. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty easy, and today, if you would have got here 10 minutes early, you would have saw the package I got from Path Projects. I placed an order.
I've got one of their 3/4 shirts on right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
So I got the Cascade shirt in gray because I had white and black. So, I need to round it out into the gray. Right. So that's a shirt you need. And then the Pyrenees long sleeve hooded shirt. I ordered one of those. today. I had the medium weight, and I got the lightweight today.
Oh, okay.
But that one, seriously, that one is probably my new favorite piece of apparel, period, even more than these brand new Levi's I'm wearing pants right now.
Those pants do look good.
They look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fit and the feel. But, yeah, I think the Pyrenees long-sleeve hooded shirt from P.U.T.S Projects is absolutely, right now, without a doubt, my favorite piece of not just running apparel, but apparel.
Yeah.
Because it's just so soft. It's so stinking comfortable.
Right.
They have the midweight, like I mentioned. That's their newer version. And Joel mentioned on our last podcast is the GPS hole for your watch.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You don't have to roll your sleeve up. It's not too tight around your sleeves.
No.
Like I've had some jackets that get too tight and you can't get it over your, your monstrous watches that we wear these days. But it's super nice. They kind of have those longer, what do you call them? Like the longer cuffs, so you can put your hands in there.
Right.
But yeah, I recommend that one by far. Just, and again, not even for running. That's kind of the around town casual piece, but you can run in it too.
Totally.
So it's like it's another one of those pieces me and Joel talk about. It's just you can use it for multiple things.
I wore my 3/4 top today snowboarding.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
You went out boarding today?
Oh yeah.
Man, Joel, you're
went out and made 2 hours worth of snowboarding this morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dang. And you wore that too. The 3/4 sleeve.
Yeah, I wore the 3/4 sleeve and
versatile.
then a bigger Solomon jacket on top of that, and then my spanking new Patagonia jacket on top of that. Oh my God, it's so sexy.
Jacket? Is it a ski jacket?
Yeah, it's a ski jacket.
Okay, gotcha.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's soft and it's mustard yellow and oh so sexy.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's kind of just. I tried to pare mine down pretty small because I have a lot of stuff. Right, so it's like I can't keep throwing. Oh, I want 12 different shirts here. So I kept it, and it was really hard. But both of mine were the P.U.T.S projects, and I know we're kind of partnering with those guys. That's not why they're on here. Like you could see, like Joel's wearing his today.
Yeah,
right?
I'm wearing mine. Wear it all the time.
And I just got
a couple times a week.
I just got 3 shirts in the middle, so I got 2 of the gray short sleeve, just casual shirts, and then the long. So now I have 2 of the long sleeves, the midweight and the lightweight. I'm versatile like that, right? So
well, the lightweight's good when you're wearing it to Broga. You know.
From Broga, we're going to have some Broga.
Yep.
Which is good. Yoga for the fellas. Yep. It's a new class I'm starting on Wednesday mornings, 8 o'clock in my apartment, me and my dog right now.
Yeah, you're testing it, right?
Yeah, we're testing. He does downward dog a lot better than I do.
He does.
All right, what do you got?
So I got a rabbit super sleeves for a long sleeve.
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
That's on par with the P.U.T.S projects as far as comfort goes. And then also a Patagonia Capeline lightweight zip up.
Oh, those are so nice.
That's long sleeve.
Yep.
So I have a tendency to wear that quite a bit, either running or snowboarding.
Gotcha.
It's comfortable.
So it's kind of the same thing, versatile for different things.
Yeah, and I guess you could wear it to Slackwater for a beer afterwards.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
You totally could. If you have the right color.
I got orange.
Yeah, that's totally in.
It's really hot.
Yeah, you could totally wear that at Slackwater afterwards. Any other shirts?
That's all I got for kind of like my shirt base layers.
Okay, what do you have on your list next? Do you have shorts or pants?
I've got shorts next.
All right, let's do shorts.
So I've only got 2.
I've only got 1.
And I've got the Rabbit FKT.
Yeah, that's solid.
So I've got 2 pair of those. I got the green and the black pair.
Okay.
And those were my from midsummer until when I stopped running because of my knee.
Yeah.
Those were the only 2 pairs of shorts I grabbed.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I would wash them so I could wear them the next day.
Gotcha.
Yes, that's how much I liked them. And then I really want to try that North Face better than naked shorts.
Oh, yeah.
I want to try that.
Yep.
I'm interested to see how that feels.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of positive stuff about it. I had a pair years and years ago, and I loved it.
Right.
But it's been a long time, and I haven't seen them since. So I don't know what happened to them. Shorts for me, I love the Rabbit, and I have some. But again, I mean, I cannot get away from just the Patagonia.
Right.
What are those ones called?
The Strider Pros.
Yep, Strider
5
Pros.
inch.
5-inch Strider
now,
Pros.
I like the 7-inch. I like the idea of the 7-inch because it comes with that built-in
liner.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of those.
That's the only liner I actually like.
Is it really?
Yes.
See, I don't like the long jockey line, like the long tight liners.
That one's so comfortable.
Yeah,
compared to like a bunch of other compression shorts that are on the market right now. That one is hands down the best.
I like my quads to just be free, man.
Yeah,
and I hate that little restriction. So P.U.T.S Projects makes it like a little shorter one,
right?
That you can wear under shorts that don't have a liner.
Yes,
I can do those, but I can't do those longer ones.
I can't do those because there's too much material.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do the long. That's why I like the 5-inch. The 5-inch.
Yeah.
The pockets that the 5-inch has. are the best. The only thing
the FKT pockets are really similar.
Are they? And
yes.
The only thing I would tweak about the Patagonia is that old school Pearl Izumi pocket, the diagonal one. I like that diagonal, how it sits on you.
Right.
Because I like the ones on the side.
Right off the side of the hip.
But sometimes if I stuff a glove in there or something, I can feel it. It feels awkward. I know that's just being a personal preference, but I love that I can actually stuff a Houdini in one of those side pockets.
Right.
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't have to take anything else. So that's my short list of shorts because
I've only got 2 pair.
I've got quite a few, so that's it. What about, you have any pants on here?
Yeah, I got some pants on here.
I got 1 pair of pants.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Let's see. Where are my pants at? Ooh.
Joe means that on his list, by the way.
Yeah, I do. So the highly flexion pant. Now, this is a pant you're going to probably either wear to the gym or home from the gym, or if it's cold in the gym, you can wear it.
Okay, so I'm
or if you're just lounging around.
I'm writing this down.
HYLETE. The flexion pant.
HYLETE flexion pant?
Yeah, flexion pant.
I'm writing this down because I'm looking for myself.
Now, these are on sale right now. They're normally $100, which is really spendy, I think, for a pair of sweatpants. Is basically what they are.
Okay.
I got them on sale for like $58.
Okay, where?
Off of their website.
Okay, so you didn't have like a
There was like a Cyber Monday code or something like that I got. So I took a chance on them, right?
Took a chance on
them. Glad I did.
What about
so comfortable.
Size-wise? Are they pretty legit? Like you wear a medium and most stuff.
medium for waist was perfect.
Okay.
Length, I was surprised it fit me because most mediums are a little bit too long.
Okay.
But it felt perfect. I was so happy I went back and bought a different pair from them, like a different model.
So you're talking the flexion pants?
Yeah, the flexion pants.
So they have a belt in them? Okay, here we go. I got them pulled up on my my
that's them
computer,
right there.
And they're on sale for $78 right now.
Which, I might pull a trigger and get another pair. I like them so much.
Wow.
You see,
this is what I'm looking for, by the way.
So all these, seams and stuff, you think that they're uncomfortable?
Yeah.
They flex.
Okay, because I was going to say,
so comfy.
I'm not into the seams.
Yeah.
Just the look of it, and I'm not into the picture on their website with the guy without a shirt on.
Yeah, he's pretty buff. He
intimidates me. He makes me feel like I'm not worthy to wear these.
Right. So we're looking at the website right now. So if you scroll down on this website, the one that I just got was this one.
The Helix?
The Helix. Now, the Helix in the waist fits me, and the material is so comfortable, but it's kind of long and baggy at the bottom.
They look belly. Like bell-bottom-y kind of.
They kind of are. So this is going to be like, okay, I'm just going to wear this around the house pant.
Okay.
Again, I had a code and I took a chance on it, but the first pant is the way to go.
They look cool because that's what I'm looking for. It's like call them a lounge pant.
Yeah, well, these are total lounge pants. So the highly flexion is on my list. I might have to pick up another pair.
Okay, well, I'm going to probably pick up a pair of the flexion ones. Cause just looking at them, that's what I'm looking for right now, and they're hard to find. Right now, my only lounge pant is Old Navy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I got those on a smoking screaming deal with my cashback bucks and their camouflage gray.
Nice.
So they're pretty. I mean, they're almost like a Friday night.
Yeah, like Friday night,
party
hanging
pant.
out,
Yeah,
being
they're
sexy.
my party pant.
Yeah.
Okay, I like those.
Yeah. Patagonia R1 pants. You can't go wrong. Got those on right now.
I was going to say, I think you have those on.
Love those.
I wish those were a little snugger in the ankle.
Really?
Like they kind of, on mine, flare a little bit, and they're baggy at the bottom.
You think that these flare bad?
Yeah.
Those high-leat pants
are worse?
Worse.
So,
much worse. Yeah.
All right.
What else we got on the list?
Any more pants?
Salomon Bonatti waterproof pants.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. Where are you going to wear your waterproof pants?
So I'm thinking that next summer I'd like to do, some more stuff in the Tetons.
Okay.
So it's a safety thing.
Gotcha.
Right? Take them with me just to be safe if the weather's kind of sketchy or it's kind of windy up there.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to have up there high, and they pack down really small.
Okay.
And they fit me. That's another thing I really like.
That's a plus. A plus. So we've knocked out jackets.
Yeah.
We've knocked out shirts.
Shorts. Shorts. Base layer top. What else? Oh, the Salomon RS soft shell pant. Now, this is a running pant.
Okay, I've seen that one.
Yeah. I got a pair last year. I really liked them, but the stitching on the backside started coming out, so I need another pair.
I don't like anything coming out of the backside.
I know. I like them so much, I want another pair.
Okay.
Even though I'm going to take a chance on the stitching.
Okay.
They come in a blue and a black. They're $120, not too bad. As long as you can get a couple seasons out of them, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I only have one pant on my radar.
What's that?
And that is the Rabbit Lounge pant.
Those are comfy.
So you have a pair?
Those are comfy.
Okay, so because I want a lounge pant.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I'm in the market for. And again, I mean, we talk, if you've heard us talk, we're talking about Patagonias and Solomons, but I like a lot of these, like a Path Projects, Rabbit, you know, kind of the runners, right? The runners started their own thing, right? And I like that small company, small business. That's why we like to be affiliated with them in any way. But I like the Rabbit stuff I've got so far. The shirts, the shorts, and those pants. The lounge. They have a couple new pants now, but the lounge pant are the ones that look good because I do like that cuff at the bottom.
Right.
A year ago, no thanks. Would have never went for that, but now I'm kind of digging it because I do wear the R1s and I'm kind of over the
bell bottom
where I can wear my cowboy boots with them.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yep.
So. Yeah, I like that lounge pant. I haven't pulled the trigger. Again, I'm a little on the cheaper side.
Waiting on them to go on sale.
Yeah, and because they're like $80 or something in that, $90 in that category. Which again, I mean, things are, you know, you pay for what you get, and I'd rather pay more at Rabbit and Path than I would at some of these other places.
Oh, for sure.
Because you know it costs them more to produce stuff than some of these other people. But that's my only pant because everybody knows I don't like pants.
I know.
So I mean, I have some new Levi's on. First time I wore these. And I'm excited.
They look good.
I'm excited. But, I'm not a big pants guy, so I stay away from it. I got a couple pair of Pearl Izumi pants from way back that still my gig, so I don't need them. So
now, I have
that's
got
mine.
one more on there.
Okay.
The Rabbit Manprees.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah.
I saw those. Now, are those the tights?
They are the tights.
Okay.
The capri tights.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you have a pair?
Not yet.
Okay, so that's actually something on your list that you don't have.
I don't have, and I actually kind of need.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does fill a need.
Yes, it
for
does.
For sure. Okay, that's cool.
That's like the one piece that I'm missing.
And you're a medium.
I had a pair of Pearl Izumi capris for years.
Yeah.
Loved them. Wore the crotch right out of them.
You just wore them for running, right?
Yeah,
okay.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like pole dancing.
Maybe.
That's why the crotch wore out, sliding down that pole.
There's a market for capri pole dancers.
It's an underground thing.
That's right. It's always about finding your niche.
So that's the Manpre style.
Yeah. And they call it that, Manpre.
Yeah, and I like that name better, Manpre.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like
a little more comfortable.
A man.
In your tighties.
It's my gender specific pant, the Manpre. So but I did write down your high elite, whatever flexion pant. I might check those out. So are they how thick are they? Are they heavy? Thick?
They're a hair thicker than the R1s.
Might be out. I have to have thin stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are.
My pants almost have to be see-through.
Pretty durable.
Okay. I'm going to have to pass then.
Yeah.
I'm looking for like the thin stuff.
Gotcha.
I like...
you might want to stay away from these.
Okay. To where I like to... It's like, I have pants, but do I have pants on?
Gotcha.
Feel, right? Yeah. That's kind of my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll think about that one then.
All right.
Where are we at next on your list? We're just going to go. You probably
shoes.
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 This is a tough one for me. Go ahead. I have a struggle shoe-wise.
Speedgoat 3.
Is that
soon?
Is it? You know anything about it?
It's the same as the Speedgoat 2. I know that. They just have some better colorways. I think the top's a little bit more comfortable.
They didn't widen it?
No, unfortunately they didn't. They do need to make that like 2 to 3 mil wider.
Yeah, because that's why I wouldn't wear the 2s. That's why my list, and I'll let you finish yours, that's why my list is short, is because I'm waiting for spring.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying shoes on within just the last week, and
right.
really got a letdown this week that made me kind of sob.
Yeah, that's about it for like running shoes.
Yeah. Here we go.
I need some Ultra Superiors because my dog ate mine this morning.
Just this morning?
Literally, he ate them.
So that's a new add to the list?
Yes, I wasn't planning on buying those, but now I need some.
What
I just wear those around the gym, around town.
Just chilling in?
Yeah, just chilling in. They're super comfortable.
Chill shoes.
Then I'd like a pair of North Face Ballard 2 Chukka boots.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about.
They're pretty badass walking around town boots.
Yeah. Kind of go down 25th, getting some coffee.
Oh, yeah.
A little snow out.
Yeah.
Keep your feet dry.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Mm-hmm. And then when I might be needing to take the dog out for the bathroom in the morning and it's chilly, I'd like a pair of North Face Thermal Ball Traction booties.
I don't even know what to say to that because I don't know what those are.
They're heaven pillows for your feet with traction on the bottom.
Are they like slippers?
No, not. I mean, you kind of slip into them, right?
Okay.
It'd be good to change out of after I'm done snowboarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I don't know what that is. A booty, I guess. It kind of says it, and it's North Face.
It's North Face.
All right. Is that all your shoes?
Yeah.
My shoes are pretty. So this is a Christmas guide, right? And we try and talk about our favorites. Maybe you haven't heard of it. Maybe you don't know about it. Maybe you're just looking for someone who's had experience with it. So you can always email us, and we'll give you tips on things that we have named here that we have. Like if you're like, hey, what does this feel like? What is this? We'll help you out.
Right.
But as far as shoes go, I'm really hoping for a Christmas miracle. So, I mean, I don't often do that.
Right.
But I've been trying to do everything I can to get on Christmas's good side.
Right.
I'm making wassail with my daughter. We did a gingerbread house last night.
Right.
I want some Pearl Izumi Trail N2 V3s.
Right.
Size 11.5. That's my goal.
There you go.
I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But, I've heard people say that and stuff happens before. So that's my goal. Mm-hmm. Because I've been trying shoes on for 2 years.
Yes, you
literally.
have. Yep.
And I have 4 pair of shoes I've tried and bought, and they didn't work out.
What about the Hoka Torrents? Have you tried those yet?
So that's the only other shoe on my list. The Torrents, an 1823, right? So it's a 5 mil drop.
I've been wearing those a lot in the gym lately. They're really comfortable.
I've tried them on, and it wasn't like I didn't like them, but I was in a situation. I was at REI, and I was in a hurry, so I tried them on, and I was kind of sweating, and I didn't feel comfortable, so I just left.
Oh my gosh!
Because I'm like, I can't do this right now.
Super awkward moment.
It was. I'm like, I'm out. So that's the only shoe on my list that's probably available on the planet.
Right.
Because the other one's my Pearl shoe. Because I've been looking for something else, and I really, and I've said this before, I'm really done with people comparing shoes to the Pearl Izumi shoes.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's exactly like it, then
don't
stop.
do it.
Yeah.
Because you could say, this shoe, it just came out. It's just like the Pearl shoe. It's got laces.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, that's what I'm getting at. Because I tried a pair, and I'm not bashing companies, but I tried on the Topo Ultra Venture.
Right.
It's a brand new model.
Yeah.
And I called one of the running stores and I'm like, I'm used to wearing that. Oh, and the guy, he's a salesman.
Yeah.
Oh, I wore Pearls for years, and this is the closest I got. I love it. And I'm got really excited.
Yeah.
Because Pearl does have a cult following in their shoes.
They do.
So I zip down to the store, which isn't across the street, zip all the way down there, brings them out. They're ugly as sin to begin with, so Topo, please work on your...
Topos are so ugly.
Please work on your scheme a little. I put them on, and as soon as I slid my foot in, I'm like, oh, baby, these are comfy on the bottom.
Right.
Like, they had some cush. They were legit.
Right.
I tied it, started walking, and oh, my God, I felt I had flippers on.
Did you?
The top was really wide, and I'm not
super loose, huh?
Way loose, and it wasn't just like, because people are like, oh, it's supposed to be a wide toe box like an Ultra. I get that, but you don't have to have like the high profile top.
I know.
So if you got the big foot splay,
and
you have all this extra material in this high profile, dude, it looks like flippers.
You
like
get a sloppy shoe.
My daughter looked right at me. She goes, "Those don't fit, do they?" And it was the right size, but I'm like, yeah, I cannot.
You get the size
do this.
down 2 sizes,
right? And still, I would, to wear those, I would have had to grab duct tape and duct tape the toes down, to make it. So.
Right. What about North Face shoes? Have you tried any of those?
I haven't, because I don't know who carries them around here.
That's a good point.
So that's the hard part, is I don't want to, and
REI, do they carry them?
Well, I've been going to Amazon. They have that wardrobe, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I've tried that. I ordered 4 pair of trail running shoes at the same time.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to pay for them. I got all 4 of them. Not one of them stayed with me.
Right.
And I'm like, this
Maybe
sucks.
you need to do the North Face that way.
I need to figure something out. And I'm always taking recommendations, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't come at me with these fit like pearls, and I try them on and they don't. Because I'll come after you. No matter where you live, I'll be there. You'll wake up thinking someone's watching you in your room, and that'll be me.
Now, I think the Torrents are a little bit softer than the pearls.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, they're a little small, shorter stack height.
I think that the shape of the shoe is really similar to that N2.
They did feel like, I'm going to give it that. They felt good when I put them on. Like, it's a shoe I put on, I thought I could run in these now.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of like, I call them, shoe to trail. I can just put them on, box to trail,
whatever
you want to say.
Absolutely, you can. I did that with mine.
So the Hoka Torrent is definitely, it's the only shoe on my list besides, Heaven.
Yeah.
Is like
or some Sanuk flip-flops or something like that.
Yeah, right. So that's it for me. But I'm always taking recommendations, but you got to come at me, you got to be careful.
You got to be legit.
You got to be legit. You can't
do your homework.
Stepping to me with some schlub shoe that's like, oh, you got to try this because you're sponsored by them, because I'll chuck it at you. And I'll hide under your bed and grab your ankle when you get ready to lay down.
That's right.
I'll scare the crap out of you. Right? So that's my shoes.
Gotcha.
I'm done with that.
That was easy.
But this is the thing, is we're taking recommendations, but it can't be a homer one. Right? Because we don't do that.
No.
We don't do homers and say, oh, we do this, and Pearl paid me to do this, or whoever. So you can't come at us and say, I'm sponsored by this company from Timbuktu and they make this and you should try them, and then they fall apart. So don't do that. But we are taking recommendations. I want help, people. I need some shoe help because I got 3 pair of pearls left.
I think you're going to be striking up a big 0.
I appreciate
that.
For
a while.
I appreciate that.
Unless you can get into, like, North Face looks like it's similar to the old Pearl.
Okay.
You're just looking at it, but you never know.
Can't judge a book by its cover.
I know.
That's what Mama told me.
Yeah.
See, I'm waiting for spring. I'm waiting for all the new releases,
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to be that guy in the retail shop. And I hate. Okay, here's the other thing. People work in shoe stores or running stores. Don't treat everybody that walks through the door like they've never run before.
Or like the road runner.
Yeah, don't do that to me.
Yeah.
I've walked into a few different running stores, and it's almost like, so what are you looking for? I'm like, oh, some trail shoes. And then they just think I've never ran on a trail before.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you like?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I like this. And they're like, oh, we got this one. I'm like, I like 4 to 5 mil drop tops.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we got this one from Solomon. It's so everybody's loving it. I'm like,
you're like, nope,
zip. That's in the high heel section.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's the 8 to 10 mil drop.
Yes.
Just don't do that. So if you work at a soccer or a running store, please be considerate that people that are coming in, there are people that know.
Well, I think that's a matter of knowing how to sell to those people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay, this person's experienced. How can I get that shoe to them quickly that they want, and then how can I upsell them? Okay, socks, nutrition.
Yeah, but don't treat us like we've never run before.
Right.
And I think that really bothers me.
Well, isn't that to be said for a lot of service-oriented businesses that the employees think that they might be a little bit better?
I would say if you're working at a shoe store, go to...
Or even a bike shop.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're working in one of those specialty shops,
yeah,
go to
a
place
shop.
like a Slackwater, somebody that has a great beer selection.
Right.
And find out how those waiters and waitresses talk to their customers. I go to Slackwater and I tell them I like IPAs.
Yeah.
They don't treat me like I've never tasted one.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh, what do you like?
Like,
I tell them, like, oh, you're going to love this. Oh, you're not going to like. But they talk to me. They don't tell
because
me.
They're passionate.
Exactly. So if you're working at a specialty shop, that's the theory you need to take behind it.
They miss the passion part. Even though they might be good at what they do, you got to be passionate and be like, oh, that's a great shoe. Let's see if we got your size. Oh, I'm sorry, Aric, we don't have your size. Do you see something here that you would like to try?
Yeah, or don't.
That's a good way to sell it there.
Yeah, right there. So that's why I don't like going into run. People are like, oh, I love going. I think everybody, and then we'll get to that, support your local run shops, number one, because it's hard out there, folks, and these are people that are trying to make a living.
Yeah.
So please support them. But that's where I kind of have a problem sometimes. It's not about the money. People are like, oh, I can go online and get it for $20 less and blah, blah, blah. Oh, great. But it's that service. If you can find that shop that really helps you out, and I know some people have relationships with shops that go there often.
Yeah.
And we do to a degree. But, that's my peeve. That's my rant on the shoe. So please be gentle on people that know what they're doing. Don't act like they don't, and don't try and talk them in. Don't try and talk them into something they don't need or just going to hurt them or they're not used to.
Exactly.
I need a 4 or 5 mil drop. Try that Solomon.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I found something in my pocket for you.
Yeah, exactly. I got this bird right here in my pocket.
I'm going to turn this place into an aviary in a minute.
That's right.
All right, so we hit shoes. What do you got? You had socks, right?
Socks.
All right.
Stance.
That's all I'm at right now.
Get some Stance socks.
That's all I'm at.
Man, those things are so comfy, and then they look good, too.
I was with a friend of mine 3 weeks ago-ish.
Yeah.
And I don't go to malls. I don't go to shopping centers.
Yeah.
There's in Salt Lake, I don't even know what mall it is. Maybe it's on 50th to 60th and State somewhere.
Uh-huh.
There's actually a Stance store
the
mall.
Really?
Oh, I saw it, and it was like...
Southtown?
I don't know. I'm
that
out.
one? Where the Lego store's at?
I have no idea. There's a cheesecake factory there.
Oh, I don't know.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
There's a Nordstrom's there.
I don't know. Anyway, so Stance store.
They had the store.
Whoa.
And I went in, and I'm like... So scary.
Yeah, right.
But I have underwear and shirts.
Ooh.
I didn't know that. Women's, too, and men's. And the women's stuff looked really nice.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look good on me.
Did you try it, though?
Yeah, maybe. There's not a lot of people in the store. But,
gotcha.
I'm with you. Stance socks.
Yeah, Stance.
They're...
The Serve Crew, the Uncommon, Solid Crew. I like the Crew stuff right now.
Yep. That's what I've been wearing.
Those are like at the $18 range.
Yep, the originals is my favorite because of the thickness of it, but I'd got some camouflage quarter run socks.
Right.
They're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm digging Stance, so I'm with you on that one.
I think that's something you just have to be like, okay, I'm going to drop $100 in socks at the beginning of the spring and hope that gets through the year. And you're going to have to do that every year.
Yeah.
That's your socks allowance for the year.
I bought, when I went to San Diego with my daughter in October, we ended up buying Stant socks. She's buying like California, and I'm buying Stant socks. Yeah. So I'm like, nope, I'm buying that one. Because they're comfy, and for me, it's my way of just showing fun. Yeah, right?
A little bit of bling, a little bit of flair.
I'm always with shorts,
a little
and
bit of prancer size.
Yeah, man, a little bit of what's up, check me out. It's it's emotional. So I'm with you on Stans.
I think that if you're going to wear really short socks like we used to all the time, you need to be really fast.
Like when you run, like you're talking about anklet shorts.
Yeah, like the really, really short.
Oh, I wear those.
No seams.
That's my favorite still. Yeah. And I'm not fast.
I mean, that's kind of like correlation, but that dude's fast.
Yeah.
Right?
So my legs are, they're not long, but I'm thick, right?
Yeah,
so they're not like fat. They're muscly.
Yes.
So when I wear the 3/4 sometimes, it looks weird on me, I feel.
No, it doesn't. It looks fine.
But I like them. Oh, it totally is.
That's you being too sensitive.
It is. I'm super sensitive when it comes to my body.
Yeah. Just roll with that.
Yeah. Ask all the mirrors in my house. Okay, so we get on socks. You have any more?
That's the only socks.
That's all I had too was Stance.
I mean, if you need to get me a pair of snowboard socks, Decline.
Decline?
Yeah, Decline. Yeah. All the way up to the knee.
You like those?
Up here, yeah.
Wear those to Disneyland with your Crocs?
Yeah, I'm not going to Disneyland ever again. That place can suck it.
I'm going next Christmas.
That place is stupid.
I'm going next Christmas with my daughters. All right, what's your next? Do you have categories after this? Because mine just falls into miscellaneous, but I can throw them around.
Well, I've got like a nutrition, packs, lighting.
Okay, that's in my that's my miscellaneous.
Yeah.
So you can go
that's
and I'll search and find mine.
MISC.
Yeah, MISC.
Lighting, that's easy. Lumen 600.
Okay.
$180. It's the best. $180 you're going to spend. It's going to last you for years.
It will. Yeah. And I have an addition onto the lighting.
Well, then you got to have a headlamp, right?
Yep. And that's what mine is.
Which one you got?
And I just bought it a couple months ago.
Petzl?
It's the one we saw. Yep. Bindi.
Yep.
The thing is
200 lumens.
Amazing.
Right?
It's 200 lumens, but it feels more. It
Right.
doesn't feel like it's that light. Like,
how's it wear?
Amazing.
Yeah.
That was my concern because it's basically a ripstop cord with a little thing in the back that you adjust it with. And I thought, I don't know. But the way they've got the light made on top, it like hugs to your forehead better.
Right.
And then I'd never had any bounce issues.
Nice.
And I was running. That's when I was running with like Trevor Fuchs too.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm doing like 730s.
Yes.
Yeah. And I had that on. I'm like kind of giggling.
Right.
But yeah, that one, and it's $60. But this is the one we've talked about for years, and the fact that it's so small, so it's those fringe moments of early morning, or you start out and you know it's going to get dark before you quit. It fits into anything. A pocket is ridiculous, and that's what I want.
Stocking stuffer.
Oh, it's amazing. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And everybody, especially this time of year, everybody's running, in darkness at some point, right? Unless you're doing noon stuff. But it's amazing, and it goes perfectly with that 600, which I agree with Joel. We've had that one for years.
Yeah.
And we talk about it every year by Ultraspire. But that one's it's a must-have if you run. Period.
Yeah.
And then I'm topping that with the Bindi.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
Really good. My dog won't lay down, so he's maybe a little unhappy.
He just wants pets.
He gets it all day, man. You don't know what goes on in this place.
Insatiable.
It is. All right, so you have any more lighting, or do you have a next category?
No, that was it.
Okay,
I mean,
next
you don't
category.
need anything else.
No, you really don't. Next category.
Nutrition.
Okay.
I've got two things.
All right.
One, the Kate's Tram Bars.
Those are good.
Those are good.
Yep.
All natural materials made up there in Idaho.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then the second thing is the Kratos Max.
No clue.
Yeah. No,
is that that sample pack?
We got a sample of that.
That's right.
And it was in my cupboard for a while.
Yeah.
And then I was kind of getting close to the end of my
Optogen.
Yeah. And so I looked at this Kratos Max. I'm like, oh, these are kind of similar. So I started trying the Kratos Max. Dude, I love it.
That's Kratos, right?
Kratos, yes, Max. It's from a company called Blackfish.
Okay.
And, man, that gives you some mental clarity.
Does it really?
Yes.
Man.
I like it.
I have my bottle sitting right behind you. I can see it from here.
Now,
I haven't opened yet.
I started taking it, and then my wife was like, hey, I'm going to take some of that. And she's been crushing it.
Really?
Yes, she loves it.
Wow. So
now, it recommends 4 a day. I only take 2.
Okay.
I'm a cheap bastard.
Okay, so for our listeners, what is it?
Dude, it's got everything in there.
Like,
so it's supposed to have like a recovery booster, a mental booster, and then like a pre-run type of booster.
Okay.
And so it's jam-packed with multiple compounds for each one of those booster blocks.
And it's a daily supplement?
Yeah, daily. I almost want to cycle it, though. So I could do like 2 days my base, and then I can cycle up to 4.
Okay.
So that way I'm not always used to the dose.
And do you take it before anything, or do you just keep it in your system type thing? It's like if you take it and go on a run, it's not going to affect you because it's not in your
never
system.
take that stuff before a run.
You would never do it?
Never, ever. I tried that once with the pre-race stuff.
Pre-race, and you were...
I was in the toilet all day long.
Yeah.
So no.
Okay.
I always take it after a run.
Okay, so Kratos Max is your nutrition.
Absolutely. If I can get a year's supply of that, I'd be so happy.
Do you know how much is a bottle?
It's like $40 a bottle.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad, but still.
We could find a deal on that. Would be nice.
Yes.
Kratos Max, people.
Yes.
Is it Blackfish? Blackfish.
Yeah. I think they're a local company.
All right, locals. We're into that. Come on, hook us up.
Yeah. So that's a lot cheaper than Optogen.
Yeah, and we've taken Optogen for who knows how many years.
Yeah, I like that stuff works.
Yep, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. First Endurance, Optogen HP.
That's good stuff. But this Kratos Max could be an alternative.
And I've got 2 things on my nutrition list.
Yes.
Kind of more than 2. So my first thing on nutrition list is Spring Energy Gels.
I'm still afraid of those for some reason.
I'm not. I love them.
I think it's the color of the package.
They have different colors.
I know, but
you're all about the color of packages.
I look at the package and I think of like pure fruits, and then my stomach starts grumbling.
Does it?
Yeah, and I have to go to the bathroom.
See, I love the Spring Energy, so I would. That's what I want to use. Ironically enough, through the spring.
Right. Well, I'm going to try it.
Yeah. So that's my thing.
I got to get through the stuff that I've been hoarding for the last 2 years.
Yeah, like on top of my fridge in that big glass jar up there. Got some marshmallow goo if you want it.
I don't like the marshmallow goo.
You can put on that sugar cookie over there.
There you go. Yeah, I can snort that, dude.
Spring Energy Gel. My next one that's like a true supplement would be Scratch Labs recovery drink.
Yeah.
Still my favorite. It's so mild, and I love putting with ice, cold water, shaking it up. It's it's amazing. It's back where I'm back in the gym now. I'm kind of more careful with taking this stuff. It's like I gotta have it or I'm gonna. Squats I hate doing squats.
Right.
Like the first 3 times because my
legs hurt like hell.
Flanks.
Yeah.
Those things hurt, man.
Your crotch biscuits are a little tender.
Like I don't like sitting on toilets or nothing with it when I do those. So that's recovery to me, and we talk about such a tool. So that's my big thing.
Right.
My other 2 that I'm really hoping I get loaded up on this Christmas, and just throwing that out there very loosely, is nutrition-wise would be cheese curds, obviously, and I love it from all over the place.
Right, different samples.
Yeah, different places I haven't had.
Different terroir.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, for other places I haven't had. And then, some Mother Earth IPA.
Okay, little FYI.
Yeah, better not bring me down anywhere.
The Patterson liquor store has it.
Now they do?
They do.
I've been going up to Eden.
They do. I walked in the other day.
What kinds do they have?
And I bought my beer.
Okay.
And I'm just about to leave, and I look back behind me, and here comes some Melvin 2x4 down the little escalator belt. And I looked at the lady. I said, "Where in the hell did that come from?" Because I was pissed. She goes, "Oh, we have it." She goes, "It's right there, like right at my feet, right in front of the cash register."
Yeah.
So I look down. There's all this Melvin. There's all this Mother Earth.
Where's one on Patterson? Is that off Harrisville?
Right
Harrison?
next to Alpine.
The old gym.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, because when we did that show with Dr. Heilman, that bitter snowstorm.
Yeah.
I ran up to the liquor store. And
that was a slow drive home.
I cranked up on that stuff.
Yeah.
And I got loaded up. So the Say When's. They have a ginger one. I said to the guy, how's this ginger one? He's like, tastes like Budweiser. And I'm like, well, I'm not getting it. And then I grabbed a Latitude.
You grabbed like 2 of them just to try?
No, I did. I'm like, I'm staying away. And then I grabbed a Latitude 33, the Mango Visa, which is mango and habanero, which I love. And he's like, yeah, that tastes like Budweiser too. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is good. Right. He's like, well, I am a whiskey drinker. I'm like, hey, then why am I listening about beer?
Yeah, exactly.
So I grabbed a ginger beer to give it a shot. So
that boy.
I have a beer for you to take when you leave today.
So up there, Patterson Liquor Store.
Okay.
Mother Earth, Melvin.
Okay. So IPAs and cheese curds, I mean, that's just a go-to. It's a staple. And when you have options from different areas that come to Utah, that's always high on my list.
A bonus.
I put that on like my New Year's Day list, my President's Day list. Those type of holidays for sure. What else you rocking here?
Squirrel's nut butter.
I got that.
Gotta have a little bit of that.
You gotta have a lot of that.
That's really helpful.
For everything.
Yes.
Squirrel's nut butter.
It's always good to be well lubed.
Yes, it is. Lubologist here at TrailManners. And again, it's another one of those things where we know Chris and we know the company and what he's done.
Yeah.
And, man, not a better dude out there.
Right.
So, again, you're supporting something. But, again, we use this. Period. Right? We use it. I carry it with me in my races.
Yeah.
I have that on. That's actually top of my miscellaneous list right now.
you've got a stereo pen, you've let me use it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was using it, I got to thinking, I was like, all right, I'm sterilizing the water inside my bottle, but some water got on the rim.
Mm-hmm. So you got a rim job.
Yes, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. So then I was fortunate enough to run with Grant Nicholas, and he had this little packable water filter. And it filled up my soft flask like a dream.
Really?
Yes.
What was it?
Now that I don't remember.
So Grant.
I'm reaching out to our buddy Grant.
Grant Nicholas?
Yes. Let us know. That would be great because it was really small.
Well.
It was easy for him to put in his backpack.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to get one of those.
Okay.
Because then you avoid the rim job. That's going to make you sick.
I did the Tetons with the stereo pen,
still.
and I didn't mind the rim stuff.
Yeah, but see, when I used it, we were up in the meadows, and there is a lot of poo-poo up there.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're in an area like that, you don't want that on the bottle.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Grant, let us know what it is, because I plan on doing a couple interesting things next year in the mountains.
Right.
That could use one of those.
Just to be safe, because you don't want to ruin the rest of your summer.
No, not at all.
By getting the old GI going.
Horrible weight loss program.
I'd like a canister or two of bear spray.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, right?
Does that expire?
It does have an expiration on it.
So when it expires, what happens?
I think the spiciness goes down.
So you can wear it
almost,
at that point?
Yeah.
Because I have
almost
a can.
Like deodorant.
I have a can. I don't know when the expiration date is, but I'm thinking, well, if it expires, wouldn't it be
I don't
worse?
I don't know if the accelerant dies down. I'd rather not test that theory.
Just push it out.
But Mama Grizzly
I only
is
got a 3 foot
chomp on you.
3 foot distance right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's running at you, just
exactly.
just falls out like a waterfall.
Right.
That's a good one.
That would be a good thing to have.
Okay. What else you got on your
that's all. That kind of covers all the general things. That most trail runners are going to need, I think.
So I've got another one for the trail, and we talked about this, and I think it's awesome because I've started cracking it.
Makes me nervous.
It should, but it shouldn't. It's Elevate Your Excellence, the mindset and methods that make champions, the book by Dr. Chris Heilman.
That's right.
Now, I've turned into a reader lately.
Yes.
I've been reading quite a bit.
That's something that is on my goal for next year.
And it's amazing. So it talks about boosting motivation, achieving your goals, developing confidence, mastering imagery, which is something I'm working on, actually. And manage emotional and mental fluctuations. And I have a lot of emotional farts and
even a hot mess for last year.
Yeah, so this is a must-have. It is, again, I mean, you understand, we're not here to tell you to buy this for $5. It's a $50 book.
It's an investment.
But I'm going to tell you it's worth it because it doesn't just relate to exercise or sports or it's life, right? And we all need to invest in life as well as running, right? And so it's a good correlation. And the fact that she gave one on the show, and she even signed the book and talked about good luck with yoga. Right. Man, that mental boost just happened. So that's
got you right in the gym, didn't it?
It did, and I have been. I haven't done yoga yet, but I'm back in the gym and I'm doing some things. But that's one of my miscellaneous, kind of a runner thing. Right. I'd say the other one, and it's a company that reached out to us and we haven't done a lot with, is Splat Sunscreen. Oh yeah. So it's this company, and it's started new, right? I mean,
they're a local company.
They're a local company, but they have sunscreen that comes in these little, almost like gel size, but smaller packages. Right. So it's absolutely ideal for trail runners.
Yeah. The only thing I have against that is that you're creating a waste item. It's one use and you're done. Yeah. Right?
But so it depends on how much you use, because one of those packets you could use more than once.
Yeah, but aren't you going to get it all over the place?
Yeah, you could.
But anyways, I think it's good to have in your drop bag.
You need to have it as a runner because
you can't trust an aid station to have it.
And how many times you're rolling? Do you guys have any sunscreen? Nope. And then you're hosed, and you don't want to carry a bottle with you.
Nope.
Because that's just too much, or one of those tubes even. So this is a great alternative. And I would basically use this for running, right? And it's Splat sunscreen, and we talked about this on more than one show. It was like, what do you wear for sunscreen? No one really reached out to us. One person brought us a Kickstarter one. That showed us on Kickstarter, but you can't find anything. So this is one we found that, again, this is a great stocking stuffer. It's kind of on the less expensive side, obviously. So it's something
but you can buy a case for somebody, and that'll last them a year.
Or buy a case and give one to a bunch of people. Exactly. Right? So, I mean, it's just something else on our list. But, again, I'm looking at the trail running side, outdoor side. After a race, you're sitting there. You don't realize you're getting sunburned with all this salt stuff on your forehead.
Exactly.
That's a good one. A couple others I have, and then we'll get into the obscure stuff.
Okay.
And this is one I think I want. I'm not going to buy it. It's the Yeti Hopper Backflip 24.
Oh, okay.
It's the Yeti brand coolers or ice chests. It's a backpack and holds 24 beers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you cannot. That's a must-have.
Right.
I mean, you're going places. You got to hydrate your friends, so you don't want a 12-packer. It's a 24-pack. So I think that's a good one. It's on my list. And then again, we always throw this out there. Gift cards to your local run shop are good.
Definitely.
You know, if you're getting for
you
somebody.
You get a Rabbit gift card probably.
You can get them at Path Projects. You can get them at Rabbit. You can get them all over the place now. But even just your local run shop too, if you know you want to support them, or the other ones that we've talked about, are a great gift. But we have hit the gamut. You got the squirrel's nut butter, the gels. You know, sunscreens, things like that are kind of on the cheaper, less expensive side.
Small stocking stuff.
Yeah, and then you're jumping up to more in the sock realm.
Right.
And then you can get into the bigger stuff. So we're trying to give you a huge gamut of things. Right. And these are all pretty much tested by us. There's a few things. There's a few things I'm going to say that are not. Right. Like
that Splat sunscreen, I haven't tested it yet.
I did. I tested it. It doesn't, and I like it because it doesn't feel sunscreeny. Right. And so I like that. You know, I haven't tried the lounge pants I talked about. There are a few things I haven't tried.
You've tried stuff from Rabbit. You know their quality.
I know it's quality.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
I think that's what's important, because somebody's been reaching out to me about getting on the holiday gift list. There's a company. There's a guy who's been hounding me. He's like, Joel, you want to review this for your holiday list? I'm like, dude.
Do you know what it is?
The only thing we put on there is stuff that we can verify that we've used over the last year.
Yeah, that we're comfortable.
There was like a list of 4 things.
Oh, gotcha.
One was a coffee press, which I looked really
That's
cool.
on my list.
It was really cool.
Damn it.
Right? And then the other thing was like a water bottle for a dog.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wine glasses. And a couple other kind of random things, right?
Okay.
And I was like, well, we haven't used any of these things.
Yeah.
He goes, well, can I send them to you right now? I'm like, that's cool that you offered, but you missed the point. We have to have used it in the last year to make a recommendation.
Yeah. We're not going to throw it out there. It's funny you say that, because mine's a good solid aluminum stash steel French press or coffee press for when we go.
Right.
When we
Does
went
Getty
to
make
P.U.T.S.
one of those yet?
I don't think so.
They need to.
Because I have the stove.
Yeah.
Right? I can get hot water, but I want a good coffee in the morning. I've been using the Starbucks Vias.
Yeah.
They get you by.
Those are great for your race bag.
Yeah.
For a 100-miler, you stash one in your overnight bag, and you've got your coffee then.
So when I did P.U.T.S. this year, I had those, and I was getting ready to do it, and there's a guy talking all morning early, woke me up in my car. He had an early start.
Yeah.
And I was kind of getting pissed because I couldn't sleep, and I get out. Next thing you know, he's like, hey, you want some coffee? And he's got a press. I'm like, okay, now you're cool.
You're forgiven.
Like, I forgive you and give me some of that.
Right.
Huge difference. So, I want a good coffee press.
You want a good French press.
Yep, a really good one. So that's on my list. And I applied for one on Kickstarter a year ago, and it hasn't shown up yet.
Oh, man.
They're still like, oh, we forgot to tweak this. I'm like, man, it looked amazing. So I need one, but I don't want the glass one. It's got to be where I can pack it, durable, chuck it in my Patagonia bag, which is also on my list.
Ooh, black hole bags.
Yep, they're on my list.
Man. You can't go wrong. Doesn't matter what size you get.
I have 3 sizes.
Ooh. Okay, besides the black hole bag.
Yeah.
Coat epoxy.
Oh, yeah. I almost bought their...
Now, we went to like the Southtown Mall after Porter's cross country meet to go to the Lego store. Unbeknownst to us, there was a coat epoxy store there.
Okay.
So
that's the same store the Stance is. I saw coat epoxy.
So we saunter in there, and I'm like, my wallet's going to take a hit.
Yeah.
So we got one of those bags that are similar to the black hole bag.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's as functional as the black hole, but man, they look
sexy.
good.
How much are those? Just for fun sakes, do you remember?
Under $100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because at Gear 30, we had this Trevor Fuchs thing this week.
Right.
Over at Gear 30, they've got I want to get a coat epoxy fanny pack. Because I find myself going to the gym across the street, and I need my phone, my headphones, my keys, and a water bottle.
Right.
And I don't want to wear pockets across the street. So I'm like, if I had a little fanny pack to throw in, just chuck it against the wall, I'm golden.
So the coat epoxy one, they've got one that kind of goes over the shoulder. Yeah.
They have $30. No. The one I saw was $30. So I want one of those.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now coat epoxy makes a wallet.
Okay.
Now
I need a new wallet.
I hate a big wallet.
Yeah.
Can't stand it. So I got a wallet down there, and it's really thin. It carries my credit card, my National Park Pass, my driver's license, and my insurance card.
Okay.
And it's perfect for that. No money, because
you didn't carry cash.
I don't really carry cash anymore. It's really thin, So if I do happen to put it in my back pocket, I don't know it's there.
See, that's my problem. I hate fat wallets because you can't have
the double fold Pac-Man wallet.
Yeah, because like you don't want it there because I mean it's kind of your money maker. You're showing off your like a Dumb and Dumber. You're showing off the goods.
Sit on it and you're jacking up your SI joint. Your back's all messed up. So anyways, Coat Epoxy makes. I didn't bring it in with me. I should have, but
a wallet.
It's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. And again, another price point, another thing.
Yeah, that one's cheap. That's like $10.
Okay. What else you got? What's on your kind of fun list?
That's it. Now then, I've got a list that's my pie in the sky.
Okay.
Very wishful.
I've only got one.
Okay.
Because I went mainly for our guests.
Okay.
And of course, if you buy any of those from me, I'm going to accept it.
Well, of course.
And cheese, curds, and beer are pretty cheap, so
right.
I let people understand that.
Mm-hmm.
My dog wants something too. He gets a pet right now. That's a good boy. All right. What's on your pie in the sky? This is to be fun because last year was a truck.
Right. Okay, so this year I'd like a truck.
Okay.
Right? I'd like the Nissan Titan Crew Cab SV Midnight Edition. So this is the one that has the diesel engine in it.
Okay.
So I kind of want a truck with a diesel engine. It's more powerful. It's better at towing. And when I mention towing, I also need 2 Ski-Doo Summit 850 snowmobiles.
Okay.
Because, I'm back into the skiboard and the snowboard.
Yeah, you're back in the snow world.
Now I've got 2 snowboards for the resort, and I got a split board for backcountry, right? But then there's those days you just want to go with your buddies and make laps in the backcountry. And the best way to do that is with a couple snowmobiles.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went big.
Yeah.
I like that.
So and then if those are on the expensive side, I wouldn't mind a little bit of gene therapy with the CRISPR trinucleotide matching option, also with the cranial follicle stimulation as well.
I don't even know what you just said. I heard genes. I thought you meant pants. So
gene therapy.
What does that mean?
So they're really getting better at like creating therapy for, say, like my meniscus, right? Okay. It's in actually pretty good shape from my surgery, but I'd like it to be in a little bit more. So what they can do is they can mix up a little bit of the old DNA, inject it into the knee, and voila, man, your meniscus is much better.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When you said gene therapy, I thought you meant
gene
pants.
Therapy with the CRISPR. CRISPR is what they're using to splice all these genes together to do gene editing. Yeah.
CRISPR is in my fridge.
I know.
So you had me all over. You had genes and a CRISPR.
Right.
And I never thought about putting my pants in the fridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The follicle stimulator.
Yeah, follicle stimulator for the head. For us, are getting a little challenged up top.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew what that one was, the
right.
follicle stimulator.
Right.
I've heard of stimulators.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Anything
That's
else?
It. Okay. Those are kind of big ticket items. So if you got one of those for me, I'd be quite happy.
And I don't really have like that big a ticket item.
Yeah.
So my big ticket item, I want some of those compression leg things you can sit on your couch after running and recover.
Those aren't too pricey. I mean, they are, but they aren't.
You got to see. That's where I struggle.
$450.
See, I've seen them all the way up to $1,000, and I'm like, those $900 ones are going to be better than the $400 because some will shoot cold at water in there.
Oh yeah, I think you want to get the ones that are air compression.
And I've used them, and I love them. And I'm like, I'd love to sit here while I'm reading my books and have my legs looking, getting some recovery action, big and puffy. So that's one of my. And these aren't too. They're not. Joel's pie in the sky, so they're more reasonable.
They're more reasonable,
and that's why I came out.
I mean, my
year.
truck is only $42,000.
See, and I want a Subaru Outback, but I'm leaving that off the list,
right?
Because I'm like, I might have a better shot at one of these.
Gotcha.
So I'm going that route. That's one. 2, you can give me some airline miles. Because those are basically free, folks.
Right.
You're not paying for them. You might have already paid for them, but you're not paying for them.
Gotcha. So
it's like, you know what? Let's give Aric some airline miles because he wants to travel.
Yeah.
He wants to get out and do some stuff because I just heard word, and I'm not going to say dates because I don't know if it's officially on launch, but the Groton trail races back in Vermont, right?
Yeah,
that our
September.
friends put on.
Right.
They just got their approval for next year, and I want to go.
That'd be fun.
And so what's holding me back is I'm looking at airfare, and I'm like,
flying to Burlington.
Yep. And it's as much for me to fly there as it flies to Hawaii.
True, good point.
And my daughter wants to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, you better
like
go
when
Hawaii.
I'm looking like, hey, Aspen, you want to go to Hawaii or Vermont? She kind of looks at me like, okay, Vermont sounds cool.
Yeah.
But it's Hawaii, Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm looking for airline miles because I really want to get back there or anywhere just to come run.
Right.
Place. I want to get back up to Bellingham this year.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? If you give me airline miles, I'll fly into Bellingham. I won't fly into Seattle. We'll just get right into Bellingham.
There you go.
So they're not huge this year. I thought, last year I didn't get my big ticket items.
Right.
So I'm going to scale it back. And I'm giving everybody that opportunity to be a part of that. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, you can do this for your friends. You can give someone else your airline miles. You want to see your friend? You haven't seen him for a couple of years and you got airline miles? Pfft, Merry Christmas. Come see me.
Right.
And then they can't have that excuse. Mm-hmm. And then you can compare jobs and know that you're more successful than them. So you're coming away with a bigger ego with that. So that's one of the things.
All right.
And then lastly is race entries.
Yeah, can't go wrong there.
And we're giving one away, folks. We're giving away a race entry. Thanks to our friend Grant Nicholas.
Yes.
For the El Vaquero Loco races.
Right.
Either distance.
Much coveted entry.
It really is. And so with that, we've got a little poem by Jeremy Smith.
Right.
He is one of the, I won't say race directors. I don't know if that's but probably one of the race directors for the P.U.T.S, Palisades Ultra Trail Series, who we've worked with in the past. I've run the race. So I gave him an idea. Okay, these are some of the races we're recommending to our listeners. Right. So bear with me, if you will, because it's not short, but it's very awesome.
Okay.
And I'm hoping I can read this without stuttering.
All right.
This was titled The Night Before Trail Runner's Christmas by Coach Smith.
All right.
And here we go. And I'm going to try and read this like I'm reading a book to a child.
All right.
Or fun. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house trail runners were sleeping except for my spouse. Some stalks were all crumpled and stiff lying there. Miles of running had left them threadbare. And we just talked about socks. Shoes, tights, and gloves all tucked under the bed. Racing shirts of all colors, of blues, greens, and reds. And Jane in her wool buff getting ready to nap while I carefully hung my TrailManners cap.
Nice.
When out on the porch, I heard some glass shatter. Oh. I arose to see multiple trail runners scatter. Away to the window, I ran like a flash, squinted my eyes, and stroked my mustache. A crazy half moon cast a haze on the snow, and the chilly breeze told me, you're in Idaho. When the foggy haze lifted, my heart filled with cheer, for I saw my best buds dressed in full running gear. There was Sally, a-holding her sleek running sticks, and a bunch more great friends posing there as sidekicks. Dressed in all manner of outfits they came. As I watched in amazement, she called out race names. Here's Palisades Ultra, a beautiful place. Vaquero is loco, and a super fun race. Gib Wallace is coming up first. It's a ball. If you sign up quickly, you could race them all. Intrigued and inspired, I let out a war cry and raced to my wallet, all these races to buy. With my money in hand, to my computer I flew, onto Ultra Sign Up, the best place I knew. I paid for them all, and because I'm a goof, I shared it on Facebook because my peeps would need proof. As I laid there reflecting on dirt trails to pound, my mind became troubled, my mouth turned to frown. Why should it only be me talking smack? My friends should come too on every dirt track. But how to get them to commit voluntarily? Should I force them or use my keen commentary? Perhaps I could warn them of races ahead or scream and yell curses till my face is red. The fact of the matter, I learned long ago, is that my friends are poor and these races cost dough. So how could I help them and not damage myself? Maybe the answer is on my bookshelf. I hemmed and I hawed, I weighed cons and pros. My head fumed so hard that I started to doze. Then the thought hit so fast, my head suddenly jerked, and I started to scheme with my face in a smirk. For my trail running friends, a free race I'd bequeath, and I'd leave a note nearby their tree underneath. And how they'll cheer, though they will be all quite merry, for I'll give them a gift that is so functionary. This year, think further than cookies and socks. Get friends a present we all agree rocks. Consider a gift that is more than all right. Go buy a friend one race entry tonight. How was that?
That was very impressive.
That was legit, man. That was by Coach Jeremy Smith with the P.U.T.S crew. He did that just for us because some of the races I mentioned that we recommend as awesome races,
right?
There's many. Of course, we'll start with Gib Wallace. Comes up in May. It's our race.
Right.
It's going to be a hit. We just met, actually, yesterday with Solomon and Armor Sport Factory Outlet, and we're dialing this sucker in.
Right.
Kids, K's, everything. So that's one. Palisades Ultra, they're back.
Right. A little bit earlier this year.
A little bit earlier, and that's a great race. Did that one last year. Killer start-finish line. These guys are passionate about what they're doing. And then, of course, the free entry we're given to El Vaquero.
Right.
Right. And it's pretty easy to enter this one. All you have to do this is go to the post of this episode, the Christmas Guide episode, on Facebook, and leave a comment on what you want for Christmas.
That's easy.
That's it. That is it. And you're in the drawing.
Wow.
And the winner gets the El Vaquero Local race entry, and we'll have that drawing in a couple weeks. So we'll give you some time to do that. But there's so many other races. I mean, the Buffalo Run races on Antelope Island. There are two weekends in March of different race distances. We're huge fans of those. You have the Rough and Tumble.
Right.
Gabe Joy's race in Wyoming that Joel and I both have been out to. Again, we can vouch for.
The Red Mountain race.
The Red Mountain race that we did in early March down in St. George. And I love their race format, and I really want to get back. If you hurry, and it's not sold out in Ogden, is Rufa.
It's getting close.
Really inexpensive. I mean, it's not until February, but they got Joe Grant's coming to Ogden.
Right, I'm volunteering.
Yeah, and I'll be running the 6 hour. I like my chances of finishing one lap for sure.
Yeah.
But there's so many race entries to do as well. So those are some of the ones that we thoroughly enjoy. So yeah, I think that's I think that's pretty much it. I'm looking at my list, making sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I did miss one thing, and I really want, after our meeting yesterday, is the Soonto 9.
Oh, yeah.
I really want the Soonto 9, but that's almost more expensive than all my other stuff.
Yes.
The only thing that's close is my leg things, right?
Just as expensive as your leg things.
Yeah. So, I mean, but it's on my list, folks, right? And I know some people, have that, or these are things you can get. It's like, hey, I want to get my significant other something. Well, that's something, man.
That is something.
And that is a work of art. So those are our items. We really do, and I can't say this enough, and I hope you know us by now. We're pretty authentic when we say this. We definitely love this stuff. We didn't get any of this stuff for free.
Nope.
No one's saying, here's some money. You tell people you come to us. And Joel even mentioned there's someone that reached out to him, and we just said no. He said no.
Didn't fall into the category of stuff that we used.
Or we haven't tried it yet.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a part of what it is, and we don't want to lead anybody astray. And yes, we know there's a million other things out there that are great. We're not saying that. These are just things we like, we've tested, we've enjoyed.
Right.
And folks, I know, stuff we want, we have. So. It is our Christmas podcast. Don't be like the lady, and I forgot her name, the Ask TrailManners. She didn't listen to this podcast, and her significant other probably didn't have the Christmas he was hoping for.
Didn't sound like it.
It did not sound like it. So, again, don't forget to enter if you want to run El Vaquero Loco. If you've already registered, you can't win. Because you're not getting a refund.
No,
this is for someone who's not registered.
Don't be that way.
It's not registered that wants to run.
Right.
You can get a free entry to one of the best races in the country, and I will sign that paper to say that. And all you have to do is say what you want, what we should add, or what you want for Christmas this year, right? And I think we've given you a pretty good, idea or head start on what any of those could be. And real quick, I want to thank our friends, Amy and Seth, because they sent us some koozies this week, and they're from Vermont, right? And so it's a koozie, and it just says, it has a tree on it.
Yes, maple tree, and it says, "I'd tap that." Yes.
So they sent those to us. So awesome, and they actually have a really good Ask TrailManners question rolling out in a couple days as well. So I think that's it, Joel.
Yes.
I just want to wish, I know we got time to go still before the holidays, but I want to wish everybody out there a happy and safe holiday. Please know we're sincere on this podcast, but it is a lot of fun for us, and we would hope to cross paths with some of you. And there is, lastly, there is still some pieces, some buffs and stuff on the TrailManners
beanies. I think we got
some beanies still, and it's
left.
Beanie weather, folks.
Yeah.
We didn't order new ones this year,
so we got some left over from last year.
Yeah, which is a bummer. But so we got those. If you want to get some of those, I think everything's pretty much on sale. You can get some of them for your friend. And, again, kind of help support us a little bit. So I think that's it for this year's Christmas podcast. I believe it's episode 128 still. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and please don't forget to enter the Facebook contest. Again, post on Facebook what you want for the El Vaquero Loco entry. And I think that's it. So Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you for listening to the TrailManners Podcast, episode number 128. We hope you enjoyed our annual Christmas gift guide episode. Check out our show notes. There'll be some links to some of our favorite gifts in there. And if you want to head over to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter and leave us a message or comment, that'd be great. Or you can head over to our website at trailmanners.com. There you can check out our store page, what's left for the holidays. And also hit us up on the contact page. Let us know what you want to see, who you want to hear, and if you would like to be on the show. Until next time, this is Aric Manning with Joel Hatch reminding you, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. Happy holidays.